I'm having my one.
Can you believe it? We have made it to episode 100. What a slog it's been, but we've got there. I'm joined by Tom.
Hello.
I'm joined by Seb.
Oh yeah.
And making his comeback, it's Neal. Say hello, Neal.
Hello.
Well, we have got a bumper episode in store for you. So belt up, stay tuned, and let's go.
I'm Sam, and I've been having my one for 100 episodes. Ho ho! Well done, chaps. I do hope you keep going, because I do enjoy listening to every single one. And do let me know when you want to play Seven Wonders. I've got all the expansions.
So we thought we would start this episode by discussing why we got into podcasting. I mean, largely because we like the sound of our own voices and we waffle on too much.
Very true.
Do you want to add any more to that, Tom?
No, I think it's mostly summed up by that, really. Anyone who's listened to any of the episodes and heard me waffle on for 5 minutes about my score knows that to be the truth. So yeah, nothing else to be said, I think, really.
No, I mean, it was largely born out of lockdown gaming. We were all playing, and then we found we were spending just as much time waffling on about the game than playing the game itself.
I think the biggest thing is just an excuse to be able to get together and play some games and just have a chat. I will happily chat about board games for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, it's a good excuse to do it. And who knows, maybe we'll get somebody to actually listen to it one of these days.
Let's not, let's not dream too big, shall we?
Wait until we get to the 3 year, then we'll do that.
Seb, Noel, you enjoy talking about board games as well, don't you? You like some board games?
Yes. Soapbox for lazy people, I find the pod is. Just can't be bothered to go down to the park and talk to people about it. I just sit on the computer and do it.
I love the idea of going down to the park and just talking to some strangers about board games. Just go and sit next to one of the mums feeding their kid in the playground. Go, do you like board games? Can I tell you about Dune Imperium?
I really hope I'm in the same retirement village as you one day.
Oh, wouldn't that be good?
That's the dream, right?
It would be so nice if we all and we could play the games we'd played 100 times all over again, and we'd be like, "Oh wow, this new game is amazing." I think the rules. No, carry on, mate.
I was going to say, but then we'd still pack it up and then talk about it for another half an hour.
Yeah.
I think the rules teach might be difficult by the time we're at that age.
I think this is the plan, right? Is we just have to have learned all the board games by the time we get to that point, and then it's fine. We only play games we know. Don't care about.
I just like the idea of. I like the idea of not having to get up to go for a pee because I'll have a catheter or I'll have a stoma as well. I won't even have to have
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's the first one.
Bleep that one out. There we go. Yes.
Wouldn't be a recording from Seb without one.
No.
Like I say, it's barely a swear word.
I think one of the other things, it's not necessarily why we started doing it, but it has been a good thing, which mostly has come through social posts and engaging the community online. But it's been that, actually. It's been the people that we've met through the wide net this has got to of about 12 people that with Steve and the Ashings, meeting them and getting involved in that and what they get up to, Brian, Stephen and Holly, the Modern Irish Games guys, being able to chat to David Thompson was awesome. All of these different things. That's been one of the nice things that has been a product of doing the podcast, right? Has been meeting different people. I think one of our really good mates now is Scott, right? Who we sort of met through going to the expo, but then sort of were able to connect with him still because he happened to jump on and listen to some of the pods and contacted us and got chatting to him. And he's somebody who we game with at least semi-regularly
Yeah.
now. And so that whole community that has been built through, yeah, sure, through Instagram and other things and what we've done there, but other people we've met through the time that we were running a Discord channel and all of that, and the odd few designers we've been able to speak to as well has been fantastic. And I think that's, yeah, that's one of the things that makes me want to keep doing it is that side of what's come from this.
Yeah,
And
I
I've
think
just booked on to other Scott, aka Plays with Soldiers. And we're going, Tom and I have enjoyed a couple of little painting dates recently. And I'm going up to see him, and we're going to have a whole day of painting miniatures. So I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be great.
Lots of
Nerd.
yeah, what a nerd.
yeah, I think
I
when we go on.
no, you go on, Neil.
I was going to say, when we first started this, obviously life and stuff got in the way and I kind of had to bail out halfway through. But I think I always really fancied the idea of getting to talk, like, as well as reaching and making a little community, then the whole side of, catching up with designers and people in that ilk. So yeah, I was gutted when you guys got to hang out and catch up with Dave Thompson. That was something I always fancied.
It was very cool. Yeah, we're very lucky. And I was always slightly amazed that he would do it. And I think that a little bit probably speaks to him being a super nice chap. But also is a little bit of the spirit of board gaming, right? So we repeat it all the time. It's a bit of a maybe even a cliche at this point to keep repeating it. But there's very, very, very few people that you meet in this hobby who are not decent people. Paul, you and Seb were up at the Vitrix event recently, right? And I'm sure that was the same story, right? Is that everybody you meet and end up playing games with, for the most part, with very odd exceptions, are good people.
Yeah, I mean, apart from Seb, I had a lovely time.
Yeah,
no, it was
everyone,
excellent, wasn't it?
yeah, it was great. Yeah, you're right. It's such a nice community of people to be involved with. Everyone's so enthusiastic about the hobby and wanting to share and the games that they've discovered they love. And it's really nice feeding off of that energy that people have for the hobby. It's in terms of the pod as well, like and speaking to designers, I remember feeling slightly starstruck when Jacob Frogelius commented on our episode about Terraforming Mars. I absolutely love that game.
That's two.
And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he said something about it. But anyway, just being able to contribute without actually making a game. I don't know.
Well, making it, we'll get on to making a game later.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing we've all had, oh, yeah, that's a great idea for a board game. Just thought.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to come up with something.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night. So we've done now 100 episodes. We've played not quite 100 board games and we've rated them. So I guess what the next question for us is what game do you think you personally or us as a podcast has scored wrong?
This could be a controversial one, but actually that's the easiest person to go to start with. Seb, which game could it possibly be that you had a rage quit over?
Well, yeah, I did. I absolutely did. I had a massive tantrum, basically flipped the table and walked off with my knickers right in a twist, didn't I? That was quite amusing. And the thing is, we recorded it a week later. I was still annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this game was Dune Imperium Uprising. I gave it a 3, which is pretty bad. It's joint lowest score, isn't it, Tom?
Well, I was going to say, who would rate a game a 3 out of 10? Surely.
Yeah. You're also a troll on this, so
yeah, but mine was for a crap game. So.
Yeah. Dune Imperium Uprising is not a crap game. It's a fantastic game.
We played it at Victrix, didn't we?
Yeah, we played it twice.
Is that good?
Yeah, I adore that game. Actually, it is better than Dune Imperium. Um, it's it's a more rounded game. I think at the time there's a caveat to the three, and I won't go into the details, but I was a very tired parent, and it was my first gaming experience back again, and I got thoroughly slaughtered in this game. I just had a right hissy fit, basically. So, Dune Imperium Uprising is not a three. It's probably more like a nine.
A 9.
Really,
Okay.
that far?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly,
There are other things that which annoy me about it, though. That once I got the game, and I'd like to add that in later on, but there are other things which piss me off about it.
such as
Well, this is the well, okay. All right, I'll share that now. So, having bought the game, open the box. First thing I see is not something that is included as a part of the game that you play. Oh no, this is a bit of game that you can play if you get an expansion. Oh, I got really annoyed about that. That's just be like, right,
Yeah.
move that aside. I just want to play this game. Don't try and sell me something else as soon as I open the game. That annoys me. That's a grinding my
In my
gears moment
stance
in
of
the
always defending Dune Imperium Uprising, it came out after the expansions, though, right? So they kind of had to make it compatible.
Yeah. Well, it's just that I wanted to play that game. I didn't want.
It's
Like,
the pure layering.
sold
That's
another
what he
game.
cares about. It's all about layering.
I bought that game. I didn't want to be sold another game before I'd even got to play it.
Tuck
Just
the leaflet underneath, Direwolf. Put it underneath the components you've already bought. Then he'd be a happy boy.
I just didn't want to feel like the sleazy, oh, I've had to pay for this type moment.
It is a super annoying thing, right? We've talked about it several times over the years and episodes. Is that a game that has something that is pushing you to get the expansion? Worst sin of this is one of my favorite games, which is Scythe, which came with the standard board that has two spots on that board that you can't even use straight away, right? The Witcher Old World, same story. Is it's got stuff on the board that is for pieces, components you haven't even got in the base game. So I get it.
Heat with the extra
Heat.
spaces for the cards.
Heat, exactly. Yeah, cynical.
Although, playing devil's advocate, when you get a board game expansion and then it doesn't fit, and then so you need to have two boxes.
Absolutely.
That is frustrating.
And Heat is a massive version of that as well, in that I have to put it across two boxes. And I'm very happy that I have filled in all the little cards now. I've got them all. But yeah, no, I'm with you, Seb.
You can always buy the deluxe box, though, Tom.
Oh, the big box.
I got such flack for buying Dune Imperium Uprising in the 24 Games Expo because I found it. I was like, oh, this is a good price. I remember looking over at you to being like, oh yeah, oh cool, good, yeah. Never gonna play that with you again.
I've always loved it. I have always loved that game.
I still maintain the original is better.
That is a bare ass lie.
Have you had a go at the 6-player version yet, Seb?
Not yet. No, I would like to have a crack at that.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Because that's two teams, is that right?
Yeah, I managed to have a go at it at the last HandyCon. So, each person, each team has a leader. So I think I'm going to butcher this now because it was about a year ago. But so one person is the emperor, and they're not directly doing things to the board, but they can lend actions to, to the other two people on their team, and vice versa.
Nice.
Only if they please you as well.
Yeah.
You could withhold actions. No.
Yeah.
Okay then, Noel. It's been a while, but is there a game that you think is woefully under or overrated?
So my first thought on this was I was looking down the list and I looked at Last Night on Earth that I scored a 9. And I was like, man, that really is never a 9.
It is definitely.
But that score was born from the nostalgia factor. I can't remember playing it or recording it, but I don't really understand how we all scored Power Grid so low because I think that deserves a better score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I scored that a 7.5, and it is better than that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree. What would you score it? I mean, unfortunately, there's no way of changing the spreadsheet, so
Never. It's locked in.
just
Canon now, yeah.
absolutely. But
That
if
is one of the games which gets better and better every time you play it, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it suffers from, right? Maybe it's just because we'd only played it once or twice when we scored it.
yeah. So what would you score it now then?
I'd probably bump it up to an 8, 8.5. So I'm not drastically changing it, but it's a
Yeah.
better game than I gave it credit for. And the other one that I haven't played it since, so I can't change my score, but I've got a good feeling if I replayed Cuba Libre, I'd get that a higher score.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I played that one.
Yeah, that was my coin infancy, and I think having got to grips with it a little bit more with, what's the other one that we played a couple of times? Fire on the Lake, I enjoyed more.
And
Just
Robin Hood, right?
Yeah.
Robin Hood is brilliant.
That is a cracking game.
Mm.
So I think I'd probably score Cuba Libre higher if I played it again. And consider that an invite.
I need to buy the game again first, but sure, yeah.
Hey, you've done it before.
Well,
It's not Memoir 44.
Okay, I'll buy Memoir 44 again.
Okay. Tom, what have you got?
Well, I had possibly highlighted both of Power Grid and Dune Imperium Uprising as potentials, but as you guys have spoken about those already, I think the White Castle is one that we underrated, and I think this absolutely is one, Paul, that we rated in the way in which we did. Ended up with a 7.6 something. Because I think we just hadn't played it enough and hadn't got our heads around it at that point. And I actually think it's a much better game than that in a kind of like maybe 8.5, 9 kind of way. I think it's a really, really top quality game. This is so tight and well difficult really to do well with it.
The hard game.
It's a real puzzle, and that we played it a lot on BGA with Jimmy and Brian, and got to the point where I couldn't even get close to those guys, or even you, I think. They were so good at it. But yeah, it's a brilliant, brilliant game. Neil, I've been saying to you for ages that we've got to play this, and we'll create the time at some point to give it a go. It's yeah, it's a really, really brilliant work placement game, with dice and resources and
Bridges,
all sorts of goodness, and little bridges, exactly, little cardboard bridges. So
Kevin.
yeah, that yeah.
I think as well the White Castle benefits from a higher player count.
Yeah. I think it's definitely better when you can stack the dice, right?
Yeah. I think it opens the game up a lot more.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm not totally sure it'll be your cup of tea, Seb. I don't know. It's I don't know how to describe it to you. Do you know this game? Have you seen The White Castle?
I've heard you talking about it before, just not played it yet.
You don't get to attack anyone.
Yeah. Is it not?
Rubbish.
Well, the thing is, I was thinking about this. I can't remember what. It's in relation to another game the other day, Seb, and I was thinking, would Seb like this or not? And I was thinking, well, sure, you do like a game where there's like it's a bit cutthroat and there's a bit of attacking and there's a bit of betrayal and all that kind of stuff. But actually, one of your favorite games is Terraforming Mars, which there's none of that. And Power Grid.
My board gaming tastes are changing a bit actually. When I first got into the hobby, it was definitely more about, attacking people and like figuring
Refining
out how
that
to conquer the world. And like I am developing into a more refined board gamer.
Well,
let's be honest, Terraforming Mars isn't the most player interaction heavy game, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a lot in it.
this is why he's going to come back and
thinking.
appreciate Wingspan for what it is later.
Yeah. And then play Earth.
And then he's going to play Earth. I love it.
I know. You're triggering me. You're triggering me.
Yeah. Well, at some point we'll have to go at the White Castle. There's lots of dice to roll, so that's fun.
I'd like to have a go.
And you, Paul?
And then for me, I scored Seven Wonders Duel far too high. And I think we gave
Right.
too high a rating. I gave it an 8.5. You gave it an 8.
Is that only because you've since played the
That's what I was going to ask.
Middle Earth
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it? Okay.
It's because I've got no interest in playing Seven Wonders Duel ever again.
Because of
Just
how much better the other one is.
yeah, it's so
Right.
much better. It's a
Mm.
much better game, and it's got hobbitses.
Yeah, interesting.
Like,
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I still love the original. I think the original is simpler and simpler to explain.
well, I've got the original now. Do you want my copy of the original?
I've got my own copy.
Okay.
I
Seb?
haven't tried it with Pantheon. That's meant to be the better variety of playing it, but
Pantheon, you can try it on Board Game Arena, and
Okay.
it is better, but it's still not as good as. Essentially, I've just gone completely off the game because I will always pick Duel for Middle Earth. And at one con last year, Noel, it was our little before everyone got up, our little insomnia routine, and I even managed to talk Seb into a game at Victrix of
Uh,
Duel for Middle
I
Earth.
And
I am still undefeated at that game.
Still undefeated. Yeah,
Yeah.
he pipped me on the last card.
Nice. Well said.
we did it at BearCon as well. We had 3 mornings and 3 games of that.
That's what I meant.
Hung over at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
drinking coffee until no one else, like because no one else is awake. Yeah.
After inflating our tent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was a hot air balloon in the garden.
Okay, so let's move on. I know we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but one thing we try and stay positive as a podcast, unless it's a Tom rant,
What?
or Seb's giving a admittedly quite good game of 3. But we try and stay positive. But we just thought for episode 100, we'd maybe discuss some of our board game gripes. So Noli, let's come to you.
Neil first.
Longest episode ever.
No, I'm going to try and keep it concise. And I know we're running out of bleeps after Seb's intro.
Here we go. Here we go.
Crowdfunding winds me up a little bit when big titles tend to use it as a shop. And yes, I understand that a lot of these companies don't have, a bankroll in order to fund their next game. Like, I get it, it's all fair, but the thing that winds me up most about crowdfunding at the moment is the length of pre-release amble. So the 2 examples that I'll give of this is that I got my first announcement. So 216, or probably a few days ago now since it actually came out, but over 216 days ago, my phone pinged up with Brass Pittsburgh, and I was like, "Oh my God, let me at it! You can have my money. I'm good to go. I'm in." And it was a pre-release, like it was an announcement. Follow this, and I just couldn't get over how long it was in the announcement phase for. And every time my phone would ping again with an update, I expected that it was the release day. And yeah, long story short, the best part of 8-9 months from announcement to actually having the crowdfunder launched, considering now it's a Q3 2027 expected delivery, so you can probably punch that on 6 months.
Yeah.
And we've mused about it, but the long and short is, and I wonder if it's a flaw, but it's probably, what's good for some isn't good for others, but I'm not going to bother backing it because I'll just get it at retail. Like I already feel like I've waited this long for it, so I don't need it. And the other game that did that to me was Don't Starve. When that first came out, I adored the video game for that. I was ready to back it instantly, but it just too long passed until it actually got released, and I'd kind of lost all interest. Not all interest, that's the wrong word, but
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I, I think if there's smaller companies, I can understand that there's delays because maybe things took longer than they were anticipating or whatever. But I think we can all understand some of that, and particularly when it's during the campaign, it's a different matter to a certain extent, I think. But yeah, I get it. Do you think it's a little bit of where we were when we first started doing the podcast, very nearly 3 years ago, where we were in our board game career and hobby, if we can call it that. Hobby, yes, career, maybe not. Compared to where we are now with all the stuff that we've done and what we've backed and games that we bought and the collections that we've got now, is that just doing a different state. I mean, I remember in those days we were very excited to be playing everything the BGG Top 100 and excited for every Kickstarter that came out. I know I backed stuff that I'd never back now.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of that, and I think maybe some of this comes into my like I've got an honourable gripe that maybe once you guys have done yours, if it hasn't been mentioned, then I'll bring that up, and that'll tie in. But yeah, I don't want to steal someone else's gripe thunder.
Gripe Thunder. That's when you've got a really bad tummy.
Need the ultra rennies for those.
Exactly.
Okay. Seb, I feel we've kind of touched on it, but unless you've got anything else, what about griping for you?
No. Yeah, I mean, Neil's totally right about Kickstarters. I haven't even been pestered by Brass about Pittsburgh for as long as Neil has. I think I've been getting notifications for the past 2 months, and it's really irritated me that when they said that in 2 months' time we were going to get more information, I thought, oh, they're releasing the game. I hadn't researched it. I was like, yes, right, I'll play that. No, it's not happening for ages. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
I get you promoting the game, but does it have to go on for this long? I don't think it does. And everything that Neil said, I totally agree with on that. And yeah, when you buy a board game and there's a part expansion in there, but you still have to buy the rest, oh, just drives me mad. But luckily, I don't have that many games, so I haven't got that angry.
Yeah. Your collection's really expanded though. So
It's growing. I tried to like save myself for games which really catch my eye, rather than just sort of machine gunning everything. But I'm really excited by getting Brett Volder, and I really hope it doesn't have part of an expansion in it. But what I did to stop that from happening was buy the expansion with the game.
clever.
Because then we can play
Yeah.
Fly Player. Because I was like, I
Exactly.
can't play this game without the Vikings. Come on,
Yeah, I mean,
someone's got to be a
it'd be
Viking.
rude. It'd be rude.
But yeah. What Neil said and what I'd already mentioned about expansions.
I did that for Summit though. I bought the board, like the base game and 3 expansions all in one hit. I've played the base game probably 8-10 times now. I haven't touched a single one of the expansions yet.
Yeah.
I mainly bought the expansion for Brett Volder, because it makes it a 5-player game. The base game is 4 players, and I thought, oh, we're meeting up soon.
I know 4 other people.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if there's a really good reason for expansion, then yeah, absolutely, it's great. I think I've done that sort of thing mostly with Kickstarter stuff that I've bought, that I thought, yeah, it's only another 30, 40, 50 quid. Just add that expansion and whatever. There's a game that I've got, which I think you guys really like when we'll get around to playing it, I don't know, called Through Ice and Snow, which is a really interesting Northwest Passage exploration work placement game, managing resources with some really sort of cute mechanisms in it, really well thought out. And I bought that with the all-in box, the big box, and it's got solo expansions in there. It's got something about uh, finding Franklin's expedition and all these other myths and legends. I have not touched it in the slightest. Played the base game 2, 3 times now, and loved it. But yeah, that is most easy, I think, for me to do when backing some sort of Kickstarter, or at least it was. And you just don't need it. Just don't need it. Base games, they're fine.
Yeah. So while you're chatting away, what gripes your gears?
What gripes my gears is I think the most annoying thing for me is slow play. and there's an
Oh,
extension
it's
from
other
this.
players.
It's
Oh.
other people. That's what I really hate. Other people. Much
Sorry,
prefer
Tom.
soloing. If you could all just, so we've all been there, right? Playing your game, you want your turn to come round, and it's just taking forever. You feel like you've had your turn, and you're just waiting for 20 minutes or something before it's your turn again. Very irritating baseline point. But the biggest gripe I have about this is people who don't think about their turns when it's not their turn. Right. I think it's a little bit about how I play board games is that I am just a bit of a I am going to try and think about it. I am thinking about what I'm doing when it's not my turn, but I just prefer quick play and playing the game and everyone, the game, blah, 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 stuff happening. No doubt why I don't win very many games, but it's the biggest gripe I think is that when I'm having my turn playing that, and then in the time, two, three, four, wherever it is, coming around to my turn again, I will be thinking about what I'm doing. In some games, I get that you just can't do that because the game state changes a lot, but it's not that common. And so, just having an idea about this is what I'm going to do next time, like those, or maybe those are options. And it's a big thing I've always liked to do is that you sort of almost, although I'm not a big fan of programming games, but almost like programming out my turns. A big thing that do with side, also do it with brass as well, is that playing a brass game where you've got your cards in your hand, you think, okay, right, I'm going to try and do this. And I'll put like, okay, those two cards, that's going to be my next go, and just put those face down on the board, and then I'll be thinking about what else is going on. I get for some people that maybe takes you out of what else is going on, and maybe they're more board gaming for the social aspect and wanting to chat and hear about each other's days. That's not why I'm there. I'm there to just play games. Like I don't care how you are. I don't care what you've done today. I just want to play a board game. So
The amount of times Michelle will come down after we've played, and Michelle will be like, "Oh, how are Jen and the kids, or
it's the
how's
classic,
Seb's
right?
family?" Not, I don't know, not a clue.
And
But
so I think, look, I'm
cracking me up.
exaggerating it for dramatic effect a little bit, but it seems to me that one of the big things about people who play really slowly is I don't know what they're doing. They're on their phone, they're fiddling around, they're making some dumb joke or
Phones
something
should be
that's
banned.
slowing everything
No
down.
jokes.
No jokes, no phones.
Right, before we get into another Tom rant,
I think we're already there. But anyway, I think you
um,
got the picture of where I'm at with this.
so I had a couple of things, and I could bang on about some more Kickstarter stuff. I won't. I feel we've done that. I do feel there's more, let's say, not just AI, but more sloppily generated games because it's having such a big push at the moment that people seem to make a game just because it's got a buzzword as a title or just pushing out dross, and it's like no, just like let's have good quality stuff. Let's not AI generate things. Let's take our time and actually think about this. But my main gripe I'd like to add into is the concept of time. Now, this isn't about people playing slowly. It's about there just is not enough time to play board games. It like
That's it. That's the one.
Thought this was going to be like a really bleak, like the ever progressing metronome of time running out.
yeah, 100. Like I'm not
You're
being
having
funny. I had a
you're
haircut,
having
and look, they've removed all of the hair from
Oh,
here.
they went a bit close
Oh,
there.
they did that, did they?
Look, they've removed all of that hair, and my knees hurt, and I've got grey hair, and I don't have enough time to play all the board games I want. So there.
It's a serious concern.
having an existential crisis about not being able to play enough board games.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's what my mini gripe was there are just so many games, and actually I've come so much more full circle into just playing the things that I know and like.
Yep.
And I've got fairly limited tolerance and patience for learning games now as well. Because if let's say the four of us all time warped into my kitchen and we were going to sit down and play something, I could go to my shelf for shame, and just thinking off the top of my head, I could be like, "Oh, I've never played Village. Like we could pick that up, we can give that a go. we can learn it and teach it. We could try Carnegie, which is unplayed on my shelf, or we could just pull out Brass. And I'm sure I know hands down what all four of us would rather do right now.
Yeah.
Agreed. And it's so difficult. There's so many games. There's so many games in the collection. But I think that thing that we talked about before, where you just kind of refine it down. You allow a few exceptions, but this big thing that you're thinking about doing at the moment, Paul, of if you haven't played a game in your collection for over a year, do you really need it in your collection anymore? You're allowed a few sentimental exceptions to that, but I think it's a really good challenge.
Still
Then you
didn't
just
manage
get
to play Cyclades at Victrix, so
yeah, okay. But yeah, that's it. It's playing games that we've kind of have played in the past, and it's the thing we've done with the pod, right? Is promising to maybe do another game and another game and learn a new game because repeating games is perhaps even less interesting than we already are. But having gone through all of those, there's just those games that I'd just love to create a time to go back to play Terraforming Mars, to play Brass, to play Cyclades, all these kind of things that it's difficult to find the time to when you're sort of jumping to the beat of what's new, what's next.
Here's a concept for the next 100 eps. Let's just rinse and repeat the last 100. Play the same game.
Rate them all again. It's not a bad
the
idea,
same topics.
Not a bad idea.
Well, listen, don't spoil the last segment of this episode. Right. Moving on. We are now going to have a short break and be back with our main topic of the episode.
Hi guys, it's Lee from Molinaris Games. Just want to say congratulations on 100 shows. Well done. It's always cool when our games appear on your podcast, and also we've been honoured and privileged to come on as a guest a couple of times as well. We've even managed to get Paul to come and demo for us at UK Games Expo. So congratulations. Looking forward to another 100. Well done, guys.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So we have spent the last 99 episodes discussing board games and criticizing them, but can we do any better? Now, Tom always has high-tech spinny wheels, and as the tech support for the podcast, here is my high-tech spinny wheel.
Just turn the
Boys,
bowl
you are
around
going to
quickly.
get some mechanics and categories, and from that you are going to design your own board game. And I will be judge, jury, and executioner of which one is great, which one is a hit, and which one is a miss.
He's not
So,
Judge, Judy, and Executioner.
Judge, Judy, and executioner. So who would like to go first? And what we'll do is we'll draw for everyone, so you've got some thinking times.
Yeah,
Who would like to go?
I'll go.
Tom will go. Okay, so from the high-tech spinny wheel, your first mechanic is... well, one's fallen out, so it'll be that one.
Must be that one.
Is card drafting. So that'll be your first mechanic. I'll write that down.
Okay.
Pen doesn't work. Card drafting. And your second mechanic. There we go. Tom, you get auction. Oh, love an auction game. And then a setting for your game to be based in is... I'm not very good at these noises.
No.
Fantasy, in a fantasy setting. I'm holding this up and the old screen is doing a... And finally, pudding. You get...
Pudding.
The bonus category is secret agent. So secret agent, fantasy, card drafting, and auction.
These are all the things that Tom hates.
Right. Noel, let's go with you.
Oh, good.
And in a minute, I'm going to give you a chance if you want to make a change. So, dice rolling.
Chance cubes.
And then pudding. Variable player powers. Controversial.
Asymmetry then.
Yeah. And I've pulled these from BGG, given the titles. Deep Space. You've essentially got Twilight
You're
Imperium.
just describing that game that you thought was awful.
Roll for the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand by that one. And the little bonus category, Seb's favourite, is trains.
Oh, thank Lord I didn't get that.
All
Right.
games are card train games, right?
Ta-da. Set collection.
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, set collection. Okay.
And a podcast favourite, Seb, you get the Rondel.
Oh, we love a rondel.
The rondel. What's a rondel?
What?
It's
Rondel.
like where you can put your little selector cube on a circle for the different actions you might want to take.
Gonna have to look this up.
Seb's Googling Rondel while he does that.
Yeah. Can I change that out, please, Bob? Because
Hang
I
on,
don't know
not
what that is.
That's number 4.
yet. And you get it in a steampunk future.
Ooh.
And for your bonus, you get pirates. Oh.
Steampunk Pirates. Hello.
Yes, please. Right, Seb wins. I don't even care what the game is. Right, Tom, out of those things, one thing, what would you like to drop out?
And if I drop it, that's it. I can't then have a choice of what I get.
It will be another random pick.
And it'll be a switch out for something I've already got. So switch out a mechanic, I'll get a mechanic.
Yep. So you've got card drafting and auction, fantasy, and secret agent.
Struggling to make secret agent work. I think I can think of a way of getting auctions into my idea. So I'll go with secret agent.
Okay,
Switch
secret
that.
agent. It's gone
Yeah.
somewhere. And then you get, oh, Tom, this is just your thing, actually. Civil War.
Perfect.
So secret agent is out.
Is that the first time anyone's ever said that? Civil War. Perfect.
Noel, you had dice rolling, variable player powers, deep space, and trains.
Yeah, sack off the dice. I hate dice rolling. in game.
Don't want to do any dice rolling.
No,
and
you don't. You love it.
Bing. You get a bag builder.
Okay.
Right, Seb, what rondel would you like to drop?
I'm actually going to keep the rondel. I've figured out what it is, and
Okay.
it's quite good.
Okay, yeah. So would you like to drop anything, or are you happy with your...
No, I think I've got a really nice setup there. Although set collection, I'm not sure whether it fits in.
Would you like to risk something?
Yeah, all right. I'll risk set collection. Give me something else.
Okay, set collection is landed on my shoulder. It's gone. Right. You get ding, cooperative.
Cooperative pirates. Oh, no.
Cooperative steampunk pirates with a rondel.
Pirates are famous for being cooperative, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Listener, we are just going to have a little thinking time music while the brains were away. Right. Well, Neil's done. The other two are thinking. So while the other two are thinking, Neil, what is the title of your board game?
Well, I had Trains and Deep Space, and I know that you guys love an 18XX game. So I have developed 18 Uranus. Because 18 Moon was actually a thing. Someone's already done like an 18XX on the moon. So 18 Uranus. Please.
18. It's going to be a tough title to beat. So 18
Yeah.
Uranus. And
Investigate your search history.
how does the game work, Noel?
So it's 18 Uranus, the Rings of Industry. And this is a train themed board game set in the late 23rd century, where four corporations arrive at Uranus to exploit its rare atmospheric elements and icy moons. So it's not a traditional builder, in as much that because of like the rings and the moons and all of that kind of stuff, it makes traditional infrastructure impossible. So you've got to like deploy different rail networks that float and adapt across the different rings of Uranus and reach out towards the upper atmosphere and all the moons. So each player gets one corporation. And yeah, you've got to get the most efficient and profitable transport network out.
Okay.
So for the bag building element, oh, go on.
So just to summarize, so you've got floaters around Uranus.
Yeah.
That you're looking to join up.
Yeah.
And then, yes, so how does the bag builder fit in?
So each round you'd then draw tokens which would either enable like a rail segment or a station upgrade or a special ability or something along those lines.
Sounds good. Everyone likes a train game. So that's 18 Uranus, Rings of Industry.
Yeah.
Tom?
Nearly there.
Still deep it. Tom's actually, but he's got his prototype out.
These are the minis.
I did have a thought that you could have like, so kind of like SETI, where you've got like the board in the middle for Uranus, but then the board shifts around and moves.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, you still got to get your tiles on it, yeah.
Maybe a little lazy Susan in the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's launching on GameFound in 2094.
Yeah. But previewing from tomorrow.
Yeah, it's in pre-release at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, 18 Uranus is all about setting the tone. So
okay, yeah. Right, Tom, it's a tough one to beat. What have you got?
I've got a game without a title at the moment, so
that's like a key element to this.
Yeah, nearly there. Seb's probably finished.
Seb, have you probably finished?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
My title is Mad Aussies in Sexy Leather.
Mad Aussies in Sexy Leather. You're not by any chance ripping off any franchises, are you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So my rondel aspect is you can conquer, develop, pillage, or move. You're a steampunk pirate in sexy leather in the wilds of the Australian wastelands. And the aim of the game is to bring Bad Boy Bubby to power cooperatively with the player to your left.
Okay, so you're only cooperating with the player to your left.
Yes. I've really thought it through.
That'd be a great game.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so the player to your right, are you actively trying to sabotage them?
Well, I'm just not cooperating with them.
But they've got to cooperate with you.
Oh yeah, hey, I haven't thought that through. Well, it could make for a chaotic game, couldn't it?
No,
You have
okay,
to be allied to the person next to you, but they don't have to be allied to you. Like that.
okay,
Sounds
cool.
like every game of Twilight Imperium with Seb.
Yeah. What, Reese? Come on, I am a good ally.
Okay, thank you very much, Seb, and Tom.
Right, I'm finally there. Sorry about that. So,
taken the most, as someone that was talking about playing time, you have taken
yeah,
the
but I was
most amount
thinking
of
about it
time.
all the way through, so don't you worry, sweetheart. So do I have card drafting, auctions, fantasy, and civil war? So I've often talked about. Oh, do you want the title first? Do you
Yes,
want the title?
please. Yeah.
The title is "The Sundering of Redwall: The Oathbreakers." All right, you ready for this? So I have often described this fancy book series that I quite liked when I was a kid called Redwall, which was about these uh, what's the expression? This is the word I always struggle with.
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic animals in a kind of medieval kind of setting, and it's this Redwall Abbey is the kind of the center of it, and it's these adventures of these different creatures. So this is and think like a little bit Everdell, but with a bit more fighting, really. And it's basically Redwall the game, and you're going to draft character cards. So you can have multi-use cards. Everyone loves multi-use cards. So you'll be drafting these cards that will have heroes on them, but also they're going to be your action cards as well. And you'll use those cards to complete actions, to control, like move around, do different things, build troops, and so on, different areas of the map. During the Civil War in the Redwall series, which I can't really remember whether that happens or not, across this like foresty medieval kingdom. I realize I'm slightly describing route as we're going through this, so we're gonna make it a little bit different by adding an auction mechanic in there where you bid for upgrades to your faction, and you're going to bid with some of those action cards we were talking about before that you previously drafted. So although you're going to be getting upgrades, you're going to be losing some of the actions that you can do. So you have a better faction, but you'll have fewer things that you can do on your turn. So yeah,
More
so
faction, less action.
that's the tagline. That's it. The
Right. Well,
Sundering of Redwall, the Oathbreakers.
and have you got the rights for the Redwall series? Is that
Not yet,
in the
and
process?
not yeah. I just what I was doing through most of that time was writing to Brian Jacks to see if I could get that. But I think
Yeah.
he might be dead, so it might be tricky.
Right. Okay.
You never know. So there you go.
Well, I think 3 very good games. So the first one is the best title, and I think we all know where this is going. So, so well done to Neil. Absolutely fantastic, and I really like your game concept, Noel. Very impressive. I mean, what am I? Who am I to judge? But here we are. I think it's going to be quite niche, but what I would say is around within the train enthusiast market, I think you've got a real hit on your hands here.
Very much.
Moving train bits and stuff, I think that sounds great. I think, if you key into that market, I think you could have a real cult following on that.
I think I'll just cult was it? Yeah.
What sort of?
I'll
Is this
protest.
Neil
I'll
loving?
protest. I'll protest in that. Unfortunately, I think I'd have to disagree because there's a little bit too much going on and too much excitement for an 18xx game there. So I don't think that level of components and everything can possibly be happening. It doesn't look like the blockbusters board by the end of the game. Then you're doing something wrong.
Oh no, it'd be really beige.
Oh, that's all right then. Okay,
Well, it's
all right.
in like there's not much color.
Imagine SETI, but
So are you
beige.
saying Uranus will be like brown hues? Is that the
Sepia, probably,
okay? Yeah.
depending
Okay,
on.
good. The game I would most like, do you know, I feel really bad because I really hate participation trophies and that everyone's a winner. But
It's the
I am
truth.
giving the game I would like to play to Mad Aussies in Sexy Leather because I've got no idea how do you cooperate and then not cooperate. It feels like we've had a few beers. It's about 11:30 at night of a games weekend. Mad Aussies in Sexy Leather is coming out, so I'm giving that a game
back then.
I would like to play. It's probably going to be terrible, Seb,
Yes, I've no doubt about that.
but I'm most intrigued by it. And then for the game, I think will be the biggest hit for the reasons why I think Neal's train game might be too niche. I think essentially you've redesigned Root.
I've taken Everdell, I've taken Root.
Taken Root, smashed them together, two massive games. And let's be honest, a lot of the big hits out there at the moment are just re-implementations of what's worked in the past.
Outrageous. It's a brand new
So-
design.
So, barring any legal issues with the Redwall Corporation, then I think you might have a hit on your hands.
Nice.
And it goes to show that is how easily you can design your own board game. So please look forward to by episode 120, we'll have these prototyped and ready to play.
Better than that, just give the idea to someone else who can go through all the effort we've come
Someone
up with.
who's actually competent.
Exactly. Just get someone who knows what they're doing to create them, and we'll just play them.
Yeah.
And take 5%.
Hey there, friendly call signs. This is Scott from Plays with Soldiers. I'm having my one podcast. Congratulations on 100 episodes. So here are my 3 things that I like about I'm having my one podcast. Number 1, they are really nice, friendly, down-to-earth guys. Number 2, OneCon, one of the best conventions, little small friendly conventions that I've been to in quite a long time. And number 3, they cover some older games that I've just forgotten that I've loved, and it gets them back onto the table again. Catan, episode 97, Galaxy Trucker, episode 92, Memoir 44, episode 90. Keep on going, guys. You're doing great. Here's to another 100 episodes. Stay friendly.
That is design a board game. And talking of board games, we've now got a quiz. Now, it was going to be a quiz on the podcast, but I'm not going to lie, I bored myself in writing the quiz, so I gave up.
Why is it we don't have any listeners again? It's just...
So what I've done this time, and this will be really nice and easy, is I've got 10 questions for you, and I've written down the title of a board game. So you need to decide, is it actually a board game that can be found in the BGG listings, or have I made it up? All right.
And are we just shouting out, or are we writing it down, or what?
I think let's write it down,
All right.
and we'll see how we do. See if I can fool you with my made-up board games. Okay.
Mhm.
Do we all understand the concept? It's essentially a 50-50 guess. So you can toss a coin and see
We got
how
a snappy name for it, like
Would I lie to you, the board game?
yes. The
Yeah.
snappy name for this is Paul's. Is it a board game title or is it not a board game title? You decide. The game quiz.
board game, not a board game.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Game or lame. There you go.
Game or lame? No,
That's why I'm the creative genius behind this
I would
podcast.
say that my titles are better than some of these titles. Okay, so for the question 1, Boardwalk Empire. That's Boardwalk Empire.
Been a long day. I just wrote. I'm not going to explain it because it just makes me sound so dumb.
No, go on.
I'll keep that
Please.
one to myself.
No, please share with the group. You literally need to write yes or no.
No, I just wrote your name down, Paul.
Come on, Tom, put it on the internet.
Just write Paul.
Question 1, Paul. No, that's not right.
Okay, question 2, Canis Major, Dwarf Galaxy. Question 3, Star Wars, board game.
Now, define colon. Is that as in ... or Star Wars colon board game?
Oh, no. Just 2 dots.
Okay.
Question 4. Panzer Blitz.
These are
Question,
games all on potentially on BGG.
if they are games, yeah.
Right, okay.
So no checking BGG right now.
Of course not.
Question 5, Butterfly Hunt. That's Butterfly Hunt.
Call me.
Question 6, Welcome to the Moon.
Okay, good.
Question 7, Ivory Coast, Internal Strife.
That's so bland. It has to be a game.
Question 8, Windmill Valley.
These are really good. They could all be games. Maybe they all are.
Question 9, Pipeline. That's Pipeline, all one word. And question 10. You okay there, Tom?
Yeah, I've just basically written game down for every single one.
Okay. Question 10, The Burning of the Clocks.
All right. Very good. I enjoyed that. Now let's not bother going through the answers.
No. Right. Okay. So number 1 was Boardwalk Empire. Do we think that's a game or not a game?
Game.
It's a TV program.
It's not a game.
It's not a strong start.
No. Elijah was reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid to me this morning, and the game Boardwalk Empire featured in that, which is essentially their rip-off of Monopoly, which inspired my question 1. Question 2, Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy.
Lame.
Hope it's a game. I'm in for it if it is.
It is not a game.
Yeah.
Question 3, Star Wars, board game.
Game.
Yes.
Yeah,
They are money
yes,
makers.
that is a game. It does not get very good ratings on BGG. Question 4, Panzer Blitz.
Game.
That is a game, yes.
Gotta be.
GMT Classic.
Question 5,
Maybe.
Butterfly Hunt. It is not a game.
I thought it'd come under the lame ass titles like Wingspan.
Question 6, Welcome to the Moon.
That's definitely a game.
That
Game.
is definitely a game, yes.
Damn it.
Have you heard of this game, Noel?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few Welcome to games.
Yeah, I wondered if you had.
What about me?
I think I've heard number 8 as
Question
well.
7, Ivory Coast, Internal Strife.
Gotta be GMT. Oh, Avalon Hill.
It's not
Maybe.
a game.
Why did I listen to you, Tom?
Sorry.
You influenced me.
Windmill Valley.
No, surely not.
Windmill Valley is a game.
Yeah.
You can't have windmills in a valley.
That's the only
You'll
other
be
one
at the
that
top
I
of a
had.
fucking hill.
Are we allowing feckin'? Or are we beeping?
It's Irish, isn't it?
Pipeline.
Yeah.
Pipeline is a game.
Yeah.
And The Burning of the Clocks. Burning of the Clocks is not a game.
Lame. Nice. Very
How
good.
did you all do? Scores, Tom?
7 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Seb?
6 out of 10.
Ooh, Neil?
8 out of 10.
Oh, that's really
invite-
good because I
invite this
didn't
guy
think
back.
to do a tiebreaker. So
I'm in 7.
well done, Neil.
Thank
And
you.
how did you do at home, listener?
Well done. Good job.
Oh, you
Oh,
beat me.
oh,
You could
oh
be Lord
no.
Kitchener.
What? Oh, YouTube.
Well done, Neil, at guessing which. Okay, so out of the games that weren't a game, which game would you most like to play?
There's no way I can remember those now.
Canis Major, Dwarf Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Strife on the West African coast, or whatever that was.
Ivory Coast Internal Strife.
Yeah.
I thought of you like I was like, right.
I can't believe it's not a game.
I need to get like a Civil War-y type type game, like a really niche thing that's going to sound
Yeah,
like a thing.
you absolutely hook, line, sinkered me there. It just sounded like prime GMT bland title. Lots of components.
Yeah. So yeah, you were
I love you, GMT though. Don't send me lots of games. I love it. So,
Seb, any of these you'd like to play? Would you like to play Butterfly Hunt?
Absolutely not. That sounds like dishwater.
What about the Burning of the Clocks?
Yeah, I could handle that. That sounds anarchic.
what was your vision of Burning of the Clocks? Or what?
To be honest, I was struggling to think of stuff, and so I googled like niche English events that happened, such as cheese rolling, and the Burning of the Clocks came up. I didn't look at it. I don't know what it is. I guess they burn clocks.
Makes sense.
Witches probably in
I
one
don't
of
know.
the
It could be
villages.
like some sort of Salvador Dali game where like the
Yeah.
clocks are melting and you're going through a surreal world.
I thought
So
it was about
cultural,
the
Sam.
ever dwindling lack of time to play board games.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the solution. If you burn all the clocks, then you got all the time.
Okay. So we're coming to the end of episode 100.
Oh no.
But we've now managed 100 episodes, which proves it can be done. So I guess when we're sitting here in another, 3.5 years' time with episode 200, what would you like to have done? What would you have liked to have achieved podcast-wise in the next 100 episodes? I was about to say 100 years. I mean, to be honest, with my diet, I'm lucky if I make it the 3.5 years to episode 200.
It's true.
So yeah, what would you like to see from the podcast? What would you like to have done, had as a guest, played, discussed? When I
I'd
say
like to see
discussed,
Neil's
that's not like
revenge.
another rant, huh?
I want to see Neil's revenge on Reese. I want to be
Yeah,
I want to be
I think
front and
that's what we
center
all
witness
need.
to that.
I think we all need Neil to betray Reese at the last moment for a win in Twilight Imperium.
That
Just-
would be.
We've only got 3.5 years to do it. That's not in the current plan.
I mean,
I want to see the dagger sticking through his chest.
The
to be
tear
honest, we
rolling
have
down his cheek.
discussed playing the 3 Nemesis games as a story-driven, like, big mission.
Yeah.
And although that is supposed, we agreed to play that cooperatively. I would just love if you just like booted him out of the pod in the very last turn. Very last
Might
game.
be listening.
He's got his little soldier all the way through 3 grueling games of Nemesis to die on the
I've played that game loads of times and I've never seen anyone use the captain's ability to order someone into a room with aliens. I really want that to happen.
Didn't we do that? No, we didn't do it to Ant. We shut all the doors on him, didn't we?
Yeah, we locked him in with an alien. Wasn't he the scientist as well?
Let's not go down that route.
I think you'll find.
He survived though, didn't he?
Did he? Good on
Yeah.
him.
He got out of there somehow.
Good
No
job.
idea how he did that.
So good at games. Okay.
I think I'd like to see Seb play and enjoy Wingspan. That'd be great. That'd be the full evolution.
I mean, I think if you get him to play Wingspan, that'd be a big enough miracle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that time gripe. Yeah,
Exactly. You're on this trajectory, right, of gradually enjoying games that have less and less interplayer interaction and conflict in them. So eventually, up there somewhere is Wingspan, which is
No, I just
basically
don't have
somewhat of
time
a
for lame
solitaire.
games.
Well, it's also as you get older, you'll just sort of like, nature and birds some more, and you'll just slow down and grow a long beard and, start smoking a pipe and talking about tits and other
And
other
boobies.
small birds. Yeah, I couldn't think of any other boobies.
I grew up in smog-filled inner city with my house shaking because of freight trains.
This is
We
it.
didn't see birds.
I
I didn't
forgot
see birds'
you
nests.
grew up in
There
Mordor,
was no
didn't you?
habitat.
That's why. Grew up in Mordor, so he doesn't know what a bird is.
I mean,
grew up in the smoking fires of 1,000 trades.
He thinks
That's
it's
where
like
I grew up.
sci-fi or something like that. These flying things. I think I'd
although
like to.
you're quite knowledgeable about the thrush, aren't you, Seb?
Well,
This episode,
several bouts
honestly,
of it.
get two otters back in a room
I can
together.
tell you all
Jesus.
about what percentage of Canestan you'll need.
Nest gag, I like that.
It's a nest. It's nest pun. Good. Um, what else? It'd be great to get some more sponsorship. That would be awesome. It would be great to do a few more interviews with some people. I think that would be cool to do that. It'd be really good to, I think, go back through the list. A little while ago, we created a list of board games that we really thought, oh, maybe we were too, well, a little bit like we did earlier, too harsh on these. But we created a list of about 10 games. I'd love to go back to those. I'd love to finish our Journey to Middle-earth campaign if we ever bloody manage to do that. I'd love to play Winter King at some point, Paul, if that ever arrives. That'd be great. So yeah, those are pretty high on the list.
Nolly, what about you? Anything you want to throw in the mix?
Yeah, I quite like the interviews. I remember shortly before ducking out, I'd kind of started speaking to a few people that on a name drop, but that I thought would have been really good fun to interview and play with. I'd love to do a segment as well with some of these people. Maybe even you play their game with them and then have a little interview.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, just cashing in on the sponsorship, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we need to do is find a way
Get some sponsorship.
artificially inflating our video numbers to 7 or something, and then
Hey, I just remember we could pay for enhanced viewing figures or something like that.
yeah.
And then
I mean, does anyone know anyone that does that
has
in the
anyone,
industry?
yeah, anyone done that at all? Is somebody who's really, really fond of alliteration, maybe the point at which you want to kill yourself? Like, yeah,
I've heard he's got a bit more time on his hands. I don't know.
has, yeah. Or and also there's that lovely chap Rodney Smith, who's I think probably looking for some partnership. So let's see if we can have a chat with him.
Yeah. If you've got this far, thank you very much for listening.
Well done.
Yeah, we've had a blast doing these episodes. Please tell someone, anyone really, that'd be nice. Just let someone know.
Asda, just anyone.
Yeah. And hopefully we will be with you for at least another 100 episodes, if not more. Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm having my one.